All right, Mr. D, we're going to talk about applying lime. So what is lime?
Actually, what we apply on our yards is limestone. Lime is a derivative of limestone. When you heat limestone, it creates calcium oxide. And when you hydrate it, you create calcium hydroxide, which is also quicklime, which is used in the cement industry.
Okay.
But limestone is what these lime products are made from.
Okay.
Limestone is calcium carbonate, very simply. And it comes in several different formulations. The first one that we used for years and years, farmers used, was agricultural ground limestone. Later they came out with dolomitic limestone, which is agricultural ground limestone with magnesium in it, which is really, really good if you need magnesium in your soil. And most of the time we do need small amounts of magnesium, and so dolomitic agricultural ground limestone is a real good product. Pelletized lime is very popular with homeowners.
Oh, yes, it is.
And the reason is, if you've ever tried to scatter agricultural ground limestone, you can understand that it's kind of difficult to work with. And let me get a little bit out here.
It's real fine stuff.
Yeah, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see here. You know, and in the back end of your pickup truck or in that spreader right there, it's so fine, some of it is so fine that it will actually clog the spreader up. So the pelletized lime is a lot easier to spread with spreaders. Unfortunately, pelletized lime is made up most of the time of very, very, very fine particles, which can break down rapidly, does a real good job of raising soil pH pretty quickly, but it doesn't last quite as long. Agricultural ground limestone has particles that will go from between a 10 mesh screen to a 200 mesh screen, and most of them are within the 60 to 100 mesh range, which you have some pretty big particles which take longer to break down. It's kind of a slow release deal.
That's what I'm thinking.
And so if you use agricultural ground or dolomitic limestone that's not pelletized, it's probably going to take 2 or 3 years for some of that lime to take effect, but it's going to spread. But you do have some fine particles also that will work pretty quickly.
Okay.
With the pelletized lime, you probably need to check your soil a little bit, quicker than 3 years down the road. You probably need to check it in 2 years, because it may raise your pH quicker and higher than you expected it to a little bit, and then, kind of fizzle out at the end of that 2 or 3 year period.
Okay. Well, look, so we get our soil test results back from the lab, Miss Debbie.
Got one right here.
And she tells us we need to add lime. So where do we go from there?
And you can see here, it's 1.5 pounds per 100 square feet. The pH, water pH, is what you look for.
Right.
And it's 5.9, which is not really too acid.
Not too bad.
You like most of our vegetable crops in Bermuda grass, you want it between 6.5, 6.2 to 6.5. So the recommendation is 1.5 pounds per 100 square feet. Well, I understand we've got about a 4,000 square foot area here that we're going to need to be applying lime to, and this is where the soil test was taken.
Okay.
And so to figure that out, 1.5 pounds per 100 square feet, we'll get it to the 1,000 square foot range, it's 10.5 pounds. And then it's 4,000 square feet, multiply that times 4, so it's 42 pounds.
42 pounds
of lime is limestone is what we need to put out right here. And that's really handy, because this pelletized limestone that we have here came in a 40-pound bag. So it's just almost perfect. There'll be no waste. You want to have one of these sitting in your garage for the next 10 years like I did with that.
All right, so you're going to demo how we're going to spread our limestone, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And before I do that, what I like to do with a spreader, and this is with fertilizer or with lime, I like to start with a low rate, because the worst thing you can do is pour a bag of fertilizer or lime in a spreader like this and get about 1/4 of the area covered, and you're out of, you've used up all the recommended rates. So you've got a really, really high rate in some areas and nothing over here where you need it.
That's smart, though.
So I try to put a half out at one application going in one direction, and the other half going directly you know, 90 degrees,
Okay.
you know, or 180 degrees, different direction. Okay. So let's go ahead and go with this, and I'm gonna set this right here. I guess I'm gonna set this on about 5. I really don't have a clue. I don't know how, so I'm gonna go low rather than high. And that's got that open about a third, 30%, those openings there. Okay.
All right. Now, is that your old trusty spreader right there?
Mm-hmm. Trusty pocket knife here.
And your pocket knife.
That all farm boys had when I was growing up, and used to carry them to school. You had to have a pocket knife with you. And can't do that nowadays.
No.
I noticed this pelletized lime is also dolomitic, and that's a good thing. Okay, we're moving right now, so let me turn that off. I notice I'm going down. Okay, I'm going to start going long ways, and I'll get a feel for a how far it's spreading. I think it probably throws at least a 6 or 8 foot spread.
Okay.
So I think I'll just walk down the middle first.
Alrighty.
That little spot right there got limed really well.
It'll be high.
So here we go. All done and all through.
So you got it finished, right?
Got it done.
All right. Now, does that need to be watered in or anything, or we let Mother Nature handle that?
Mother Nature will take care of that.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it. What my hands, it will do a good job of taking it on down. I mean, these products are water soluble, you know, to some extent, and so Mother Nature take it on down. If you want to speed it up a little bit, it's okay to irrigate. You know, if you want to speed the process up a little bit, but not necessary. Not necessary.
And again, how long you think before we see some improvement in the soil pH?
You should see some improvements with the pelletized lime, you know, fairly quick. I mean, this is the fall of the year, so next spring, if you check your pH, I guarantee you'll be better next spring than it is right now.
So be ready to go.
Be ready to go.
All right, Mr. D, we appreciate that demo.
It was
All right.
fun. Thanks.
All right, catch your breath.
Yeah, my breath here. Hard work for an old man.
Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. To find out more information on this topic, just click on the familyplotgarden.com link in the description.